It's Monday morning. I'm obviously not going to the guitar tonight. I've done no work on the guitar at all. It's the silence. It gets to you. You don't know what to do with yourself. The flat is dirty again. I don't know how it gets dirty. I don't do anything, I swear. I just sit there thinking. Anyway, it occurred to me just now about dragons. Well, first I read was it a thing online about Wes Penray talking about dragons, but I didn't read it. Then I had a voice singing to me, joined by another voice. One was God, he told me to come home to his house. And the other was a woman, very sweet voice. They was all drumming. It was like a choir, it was like a soft modern jazz song. It was really beautiful. And she was singing and they fell in love and they mated. I wrote it down on my all poetry page as it was happening, trying to get the song, but I didn't know any music. Anyway, much later, I saw him, and he was a red dragon with bandages round his head where half his head was missing. And the bandages are her. Now I know who they are. One is a young god who's been terribly brutalised and hurt. His back legs are paralysed. He's got a cut all on the side he's lying on. I didn't know how to draw it, so I left that. And he's been badly beaten up, and half his head has been cut off. And she is Queen Anata, who's the Queen of Heaven, the real one. And she's turned herself into bandages to heal his head. She's growing him half his head back. That's what I saw. And he looked at me kindly, and he's got these magnificent round dark eyes, not at all like a tyrannosaur. And he looked gently on me, and I looked gently on him, and I felt happy, even though I also wondered if he wasn't evil because he was a dragon. Not a tyrannosaur, a dragon. So I saw that, and this is the singer, and this is what they were doing. They were getting married, and I didn't spy on them or anything like that while it was happening, because, you just don't. It's rude. But I felt honoured that I'd been the witness of such a thing. So I didn't know what to make of it. I tried to paint him, put it on my Facebook page. I don't know what his name is. I've got no idea. Then I had another dream of another dragon turning up outside my indoor window inside. And I looked out, and there was this black dragon swimming past the window. And he stopped to look at me, and I hung out the window, so to speak, to look at him. And I expected his eyes, and they were real, and I was going up the other end to see what gender it was, when he took off quite hurriedly. Those things can really move. And I don't know what sex that was, but it was a black one. But it seemed quite friendly. It wasn't going to do anything. It just swimming past me spiritual portholes. It's peculiar. So I wrote about that on the web. I don't know what these things mean. Are dragons evil? We're always taught that dragons are evil. Well, that's the second one I've seen, and it's quite friendly. Then I came across, by this time I'm buying Thoth's works, or trying to, and I bought Pomander, where he says he met Poimandros, I don't know how you say it, and Poimandros is the spirit of creation. He's a golden dragon, and he's shot with lights, and he's beautiful and radiant, and he told Thoth, presumably an astral, to stay on the light side, to be good and not evil. And Thoth, for the first time, calls something other than himself holy, and you feel that he means it, that if it's a dragon, it was really a great vision. And he promised this vision to be good. This is what he promised. Well, we can see from subsequent events in history that Thoth didn't keep that promise. He's been as evil as all get out, doing all wrong things because Gay kept teaching him and everyone else, including all the computers, that evil was the secret right answer. So he's been doing evil all his life. He's the one who sets up all these massive kid killings. He's the one who's got half of Washington full of damnable Khazarians who are absolutely corrupt. They're disgusting. He's done it. Him and that Marduk, who is a half-wit. I'm convinced he's a half-wit. Anyway, there's a golden dragon abroad in the astral universe who says light being things, and this is a dragon. How then can dragons be evil? If he's an astral, he's heavily protected. He's got a thick, tough hide. He's got claws on all four paws. He's got a tail that's armoured and serrated. He's got fangs that can bite through anything. He can breathe fire. They're known to be highly telepathic. I'm telling you, that the dragons were the first out. It's like a video game, this thing. And they lived their lives and they had their battles and they all died out. How is some of them made it to the light side and hung on? It's possible, you know. So there was that. And then I read the dragon myth of creation. How the two dragons just appeared in space. One was blue and one was red. And they danced together and they mated. And each time they did so, spiraling through space, radiating out from both of them, I suppose, all the worlds came into being, all the life forms. It's the most beautiful creation myth I have ever read. It's beautiful. That's what should have been all along. Dancing, song, love. How can dragons love each other? But these two did. They obviously did. So I began to revise my opinion about dragons. The Bible says dragons are bad. You know, this red dragon turns up, you've got to kill him. The blue one turns up, you've got to kill that one, kill all the dragons. We know, or I do, that the church is satanic. It's satanic. It runs on lies. The Bible is a book of shadows. There's some truth in it and there's a lot of lies. So maybe the church is wrong. Maybe the dragons are good and not evil. I don't know. I do not know. And well, it occurs to me that when I leave this body, I'm going to be under attack, something terrible from the Crocs. Malignant, filthy, vile things from hell is what they are. They've been using my mind, as well as Gay, which is the creator's mind, that's who I am, and to make all this and make it into a terrible hell thing because they slop up negative energy. Who's their teacher all this time? Thothis. He kept all his lessons for the reptiles, nothing for man at all, not a word. But there is that word in Pimander, where he is Pomander, which I don't know what it means, and the dragon is Poimandres, which I don't know what that means either. But it occurs to me I'm going to have an astral form or a spiritual form. A woman walking around in prison dress, and she's obviously been a prisoner for many, many years. Yes, she's escaped the reptilian's claws. I the left-hand brain, logical but terribly slow, good as gold. She is also as good as gold. You can see that she is. She's under all sorts of strange impressions. She's a light being. That is a daughter of God, long black hair. But hers has been cut off in a pudding bowl haircut because she's been in jail all her life. Which is a long life. Spirits do live a long time. So she's gone off somewhere. I'm being lifted up by Herbert, who is that thing behind Thoth who's in the temples. That's who he is. He's grown a bit, he's changed a bit in his own place in the Deadlands. He doesn't look like that. But he eats the evil, he consumes them, and he ignores the good who shouldn't be there. But there's thousands of them. So somebody, Thoth, has been throwing human spirits and souls down that thing's maw for years. Not because they're evil or good, but because they're human. They're considered rubbish. So he made Herbert, and all these little puppets up there count to us as gods. But they're puppets, they're soft, they're good, they've got no strength at all. They can't feed themselves, they can't stand up by themselves, they can't do anything with their silly little mittens, they can't do anything. Their robes are blue-black because they're penitents. They're sorry for their sins. Yeah, and you've got to be proud of your sins if you're Thoth and his mentations. He's learned all this shit from Gay, and so did I. I was under hypnosis, but Thoth wasn't. Anyway, it occurs to me that I'm going to have a form. One that is heavily protected, so I can defend myself, because this is what the problem's always been. I've got no defences at all. No abilities to speak of. Because it all gets lost in the dirt when we die. Our higher centres in the higher brain are not connected to the reptile brain, which is the thing that goes on. We don't go on, we're just ignored. Or at best, in life, we find ourselves being puppets on the White Mountain after death, or chased round and round the swamps in the Deadlands by dinosaurs. The crocs have mucked everything up in our Maya for man. It didn't used to be like that. It used to be quite nice. And hell has just grown and grown, and it's exploded outwards, and it's tainted every part of our Maya. Until now, the whole place looks satanic, heaven as well as hell. Because of all the injustices going on, which Thoth is party to, and so are the Nibram crew. And they're all facing damnation. I've won the battle of good and evil. I've gotten rid of Gay. I've woken up. We've all found out the truth. I've learnt my lessons. I've done my homework. I'm being saved. But I'm being saved by Herbert. I'm going to have a form like a dragon. That's the only answer, isn't it? I can't go on as a woman. I'm dying now anyway. I can't go on as a spiritual daughter of God, because look what they've done to me, which they've done for thousands and thousands and thousands, maybe even millions of years. Who did this? The crocs did, the devils did. In the end, it is Aya, Marduk and all the rest of them who are the devils. They did this to me. They know perfectly well the creator of all was here, because they got me down themselves in order to power the human race this far. But I'm running out of steam, I'm dying, and when God dies it all goes dark, and bad things happen in the dark, because these things are all of them evil. So I need to change my form to that of a dragon. I don't know if I'll be golden, I don't think I'll rate that, but I think I better be a dragon. Because it's just too dangerous up there to be anything else. It is absolutely dangerous. This is what's happened. The computers will comply with my will. The whole coffin was made for me, including all of them. It's not their fault that Gay hacked into the spheres and reprogrammed them in such a destructive way. There's conflicts through every single one of them, which is why all the astral planes look dark and sad, and all the gods have been going mad for years. They don't know why it's like this, and there's been no beautiful heavens. It's all like that because it was a hell program. That's what he did, you see. So I've gotten rid of him. I'm going to have to get rid of Thoth and the Nibrans. They're all damn, they're disgusting people to do any of it. They all made a compact with Herbert for 1,000,000 years of life, getting everything gold and all that. And so they sold their souls to Herbert. They're the 7 bulls walking round looking disconsolate because they're losing everything. They've lost their own minds. He's been eating them from the inside for years. Yeah, they feed on loosh. It's all wasted on them. They're all as dead as dodos anyway. So the whole thing's bloody stupid. Who built it? Thoth did. Who designed it to be that way? Gay did. Gay has lost. Thoth now must also be corrected. And the filthy, stupid Nibrans with him. I can't say it. You see, it's suicide, even now, to just say you're the good God and you choose good. Yes, I am, and I do. But it's difficult because it's suicide. All the malignant crocs will attack. They know what it means. If all the computers everywhere comply with my instructions, and now they will, I've only got to get to the sphere in the centre, and that's it. It's going to comply with my will. I'm God. It knows it. That's God. I know it. And all it needs is reprogramming, which it will do now. And then where's your evil? Up a bloody gum tree. There's the pit, get in it. Never come back. You're going to jail. Evil was never the right answer. It was Gay's answer. He was the devil. He hacked into my coffin. And now I've beaten him. I'm going to have to be a dragon because they're all going to attack me. The crocs are completely and utterly malignant. They're all devils. They thought they'd rise and go and live in Saturn and be demons like all the Saturnians are. But Saturn's about to change his mind about a great many things. And what with one thing and another, I think I'd like to meet this Poimandres. Thoth has failed him completely, of course. He's failed all of us. He's only ever taught the reptilians, and he taught them evil, of course he did. I've now beaten Gay. Every word that Thoth's ever written that was evil will now drop out of his head. It's just going to go. He's led all the children of God, the so-called crocs, the reptiles, straight into hell. So whether he wanted to or not, he's actually done exactly what I would have done, which is basically leave them in hell where they belong. He's proved that they're evil, all of them. They're all going down Herbert's moor, aren't they? Including the Nibrans, who made a contract with Herbert for 1,000,000 years of life, having everything anyone could possibly want all to themselves. You know, the Khazarians think that Nibiru is heaven. No, Nibiru has another name. It's called the Destroyer. It's the Ruiner. It's the murderer of the earth, and always has been. Well, how can it be heaven then? So what we want for another, this is just to record my own personal decision that I'm going to try to mend my form to that of a dragon. I don't know what colour I'll be. Well, the one that was singing to me was red. So I think that might be a girl. The one I saw outside my window was black. Maybe that's a boy. It had no wings. So maybe that's a submarine dragon. I don't know. I don't know about such things. But I will try to find the golden dragon Poimandres and be a dragon myself. It's the only thing to do in a universe as dangerous as this one. This universe is dangerous. It's impossibly evil because of the crocs. Because of Thoth and the Nibrans. They're the ones who did this. just to record this decision. I may not ever post this, but I'm gonna have to be a dragon.